YouTube, what's good? It's your boy. Uh-oh. It's your boy, Paul Harris, aka Crazy Uncle. Hey, if this is your first time tuning in, go ahead, hit the doggone subscribe button, hit the notification bell every time I post up new content. Well, people, I'm laughing because I swear, you know, every morning I'll get up, wash my face, brush my teeth, check my email, see what social media got for me, because I already know they going to give me like 1 or 10. So, in that case, the two topics today, Ty Smith, which I just found out about, and the Olympic athletes. All of a sudden, they coming up COVID-19 positive, or so-called COVID-19 positive, right? But first things first, let's get back to this Ty Smith guy, right? He actually really came out and said that slavery wasn't, I guess the first intention wasn't racial, so-called racial, again, so-called racial uh, motivated, right? But here's the deal, people. When I come on here and I'll say like, well, hey, look, as a teacher, it's the teacher's job to actually like really say certain things on a repetition basis, right? And you say it so much until the group of people that you actually like really trying to reach, they'll be like, okay, I got it. But apparently that's not the case with me. And I don't know, maybe it's because we got a lot of sensitive people out there. Apparently, y'all don't like being called raggedy motherfucker, this, dumb, ignorant bastard, this, that, and the third. Okay? But here's the deal. Now, for those of y'all that actually really subscribe to the channel, you know, apparently this doesn't pertain to y'all. It's for everybody else, for the most part. Or for the most part, or it could be just for the simple fact that, hey, look, you you uh you come on my channel, see what I gotta say, or hear what I gotta say, right? You give it a thumbs up, thumbs down, which a lot of y'all did, especially the three bastards that actually really did a thumbs down on the spelling bee one. Y'all already know where the hell y'all can go and do for that matter, right? But so going back to this Ty Smith guy, just like I said, I can't tell y'all how many times that I've actually really talked about the whole so-called slavery thing happened, right? It's almost like that one episode of the Boondocks when they were talking about the whole Catcher Freeman deal, right? And actually, like, and the creator at the time, Aaron Magruder, actually like really put it in there. He said, "Hey, you probably made up this whole slavery thing." Now, for the most part, you almost gotta stop and ask yourself, okay, why would you put something like that in a cartoon unless you was actually like really trying to make a point about something? So now this young guy or whatever, he actually really came out and said, okay, well, it wasn't racially charged back then. right? But the thing about it though is this, and I've said this plenty of times. Whether you're and then whether I say it and you hear it from me, whether you hear it from Dan Calloway, regardless of where you regardless of who you hear it from, just know this, people. If these motherfuckers can't actually really come up with no doggone slave ships, if they can't come up with no slave ships, then guess what? 9 times out of 10, this shit didn't take place. Okay, just like what I said, they found dinosaur bones. They found all kind of shit, but they ain't found not one slave ship yet. So with the guy, he get on Fox News or whatever, and for the most part, you know, I could be like, okay, I can see where he was trying to go with it, right? But then he fucked that all off, right? So, but and then I go on other channels, right? And then they just as bad. They calling this young man nigga this, nigga that, nigga the other, dumb motherfucker this. And then I'm just like, okay, if indeed the so-called slave deal did happen, you know, considering where the word nigga come from, then you just as bad as the so-called slave master that put that tag on us in the first place. And I'm not going to say no name, but guess what? If they watch this show here, they already know who the fuck I'm talking about. So again, the thing about it though is what I always said. Look, the bigger the lie, the more people will believe it. Slavery, so-called slavery, is probably one of the biggest lies out there. And the only reason why I say it because here it is, I'm one of the few that my grandmother was around. My great grandmother was around. And my great grandmother, not one time did she mention anything about slavery. My great aunt never mentioned anything about slavery, right? I mean, considering when slavery ended, when so-called slavery ended, 1865. So both my great aunt and my great grandma were born in the early 1900s. And then even then, they never said anything about their parents being slavery. All what the fuck they talked about was the damn cotton field. So cotton field and slavery, I don't know. Maybe y'all actually really get that shit mixed up. But nobody came and beat their ass. Nobody came and raped them. Then none of that shit happened. Because 9 times out of 10, they probably don't catch one in the ass. Plain and simple. That's my family. Whether it was on my mama's side or my dad's side, it really don't fucking matter. No, did nobody say nothing about no doggone slave master. So that should tell you somebody, and everybody that was sitting up there doing all those bullshit comments, apparently you ain't spent no time with your grandparents or your great grandparents, ain't did no type of motherfucking research. And then when you don't do research, then you run off out the mouth like that. But then again, now not to say that Ty Smith, just know, I'm not giving you a pass on this. Right? It's just, I'm giving you a pass, but I'm not giving you a pass on how you said it. Now, if you actually really just came out and said, hey, guess what? Slavery didn't happen. And then you would have threw this whole critical race. Just think about it, dog. If you would have came out and said that, you would have threw this whole so-called critical race theory. You would have put the ultimate monkey wrench, and you would have fucked up everything. If you just would have just came out and said, hey, guess what? This shit did not take place. Because where's the proof? Where are the slave ships? Yeah, y'all say y'all got records, but here's the deal. And I know everybody didn't heard it. What's the saying? Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. But guess what? Who putting in the motherfucking numbers? Men and women. So all what I'm gonna tell y'all is the same thing what my man Dane Calloway was saying. Look, go back, check your family records, right? Go talk to grandma, go talk to papa, or whatever. And see what the hell they know about it. And then if they go sit up and say, oh no, wasn't no slaves in our family, then the shit will change. Slowly but surely, right? And you know, it's funny how, just like I say, like what I always tell y'all too busy listening to what the fuck somebody else done told you about your own shit, right? But who am I? I don't know no better. But I'm telling you, I'm giving you all the information that you need possible. Go do your research. Leave them goddamn DNA tests alone. Go talk to grandma. Go talk to grandma or big mama, my dear. Whatever the hell that you call the elders of your family. Go talk to them. Go ask them questions. Go pull up family records. And actually really figure out what the fuck is going on. Because going to school, right? Whether it's private or public, guess what? You still being taught to be stupid. It's just that the only difference is that on a public level, guess what? Everybody knows you fucked up. On a private level, the only people that's confidential. That's all what that is. Right? So either way it goes, guess what? You still fucked up. Plain and simple. Now that we got that out of the way, we gonna talk about these doggone so-called U.S. Olympic athletes. And yes, I call them so-called U.S. Olympic athletes. All of a sudden, everybody is, put like this. Y'all need to make up y'all fucking mind. You either gonna come up hot on doggone urinalysis, or you gonna call yourself being tested positive on COVID-19. But here's the deal. Here's the deal about this, people. You represent the country. And you know what? All I'm gonna say is this, right? Just like what I said with the whole Sha'Carri Richardson thing, right? It's more to it than what a lot of people, than what the so-called news media is letting on. Okay? Yeah, they coming up COVID-19 positive. Or at least this is what the fuck they telling everybody. But then again, you gotta ask yourself the all important question. Why all of a sudden they coming up positive? Are they coming up positive? Or is it just for the simple fact they actually really looking at what the fuck happened with Sha'Carri Richardson? She smoked weed, big damn deal, right? But then again, it's just like what I said. Now I'm not competing. Even if I was of age, guess what? No, hell no. I ain't gonna do nothing. I put in my time for this country. So here's the deal, people. This is what the hell y'all really gotta stop and think about for a minute. Because if you paid attention to the All-Star game, the All-Stars beat Team USA. But then again, it's everybody that was on the All-Star team, they actually really got rejected by Team USA. So y'all can do the math, connect the dots, put the pieces together, whatever the hell it is that y'all want to do, then y'all do that, and then y'all take it and run with it, right? So that's how you have to. That's all I'm gonna actually really say on that, right? It could, cause because it's too easy. It's too easy to be like, okay, you know what? The hell with all this. Considering what the hell done happened previous, right? With the Sha'Carri Richardson thing, and then with the Gwen Berry thing, right? They probably look at it. You know what? What the hell with this? I don't want to support. Let's just say that everybody's doing a Colin Kaepernick, and then again, I know how a lot of you motherfuckers feel. They were like, okay, well, people didn't die, and then you don't want to salute the flag. But then again, you gotta look at it like this: if you put on a uniform to serve this country, to fight for the so-called rights of every American citizen, then if that motherfucker don't want to salute the flag, then guess what? That's what the fuck you fought for. So for the most part, who are you really getting mad at? Are you getting mad at him, or are you getting mad at, or do you need to get mad at yourself? But I'm here to tell you, it don't bother me none. Then, like I said, if that's what the hell I fought for, then you know what? Colin Kaepernick, good for you. Gwen Berry, good for you. Anybody else, good for you. You exercising the right that I fought for 21 years. But then again, I'm going to say this. Human rights, God-given rights, Yahweh-given rights, the ability to be free, to do whatever the fuck you want, was around way before any government was established. And then you also got to look at this and fact, okay, well, what is the true definition of government? Human government, regardless of country. What is the true definition of human government? Because I'm going to tell you something, all of this is nothing more than a matter of opinion. Ain't really nothing concrete about this shit. So when you look at it from that aspect, then you can't fault Gwen Berry. You can't fault what the folk did in the 1960s with the Black Power. I wish I could call their names out right now, but you can't fault them. Freedom of speech, freedom of expression, all that stuff was going on during the Vietnam War. So this is what the hell. They said, "God damn it, we gonna be heard," and they were heard. So again, it's how reaction you don't look at it. However else you want to look at it. But the thing about it though is this, people. You gotta stop and really look at it. And be like, okay, well, why is this shit going on? What's the real cause of this stuff going on? Why is it really going on? Why are people all of a sudden backing out of shit? That's the question that you need to ask yourself. Right? Now, put like this. The old crazy uncle, I know what the hell. And I can sit up here and I can tell y'all. But then that was for the fun. So I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all go and you do your own doggone research on this. Y'all find out why. Go back and look at previous events that happened. And I'm talking about these with the whole Summer Olympics shit that's happening right now. Right? Let's just say the motherfuckers is actually really finding out. Hey, guess what? I've been lied to all this doggone time. Right? Hell, my grandma and papa and they weren't slaves, right? They just told us that's to keep us separate, right? And Ty Smith, hey dog, look, I got what you was doing. Trust me, I knew where the fuck you were going when you fucked it all off or whatever, right? So like I said, if you came out and said, hey, look, slavery didn't happen, I'd have bought that for $1. Matter of fact, I probably would have bought it for $10. But in other case, people, hey, look, that's my spiel on it. You know, y'all already know what to do. You can like it, you can thumbs down it, you can call me crazy, whatever the fuck. Guess what? Hey, you know, if I respond back to your ass, then hey, look, but before I'm telling you something, before you fix your mouth or before you fix your fingers to type up some ignorant ass bullshit, think real hard about it first. Because if you do and I see it, I'm gonna tear you a new asshole. Plain and simple. So with that being said, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell Big Dan, tell Big Bertha, your uncle, your aunt, your grandma, your papa, motherfucker next door cross the right from There's aka crazy uncle. The next time.